course, my neighbor's dog starts barking as soon as I hit record. It's really loud here in my room, but the last time I mentioned a dog barking, you guys said you couldn't hear it. So hopefully you can't really hear that in the background, but I am very excited for today's video. I know I've been doing a lot of hauls recently, but this collective haul, I've been collecting this stuff for the past couple weeks. I've been shopping around at TJ Maxx. Sorry, that's my dog. If you hear my dog coughing in the background, he does unfortunately have a collapsing trachea. He got diagnosed like a little over a year ago. He is being treated for it. He's on multiple medications that he has to take every day and some supplements, so he is well taken care of, but unfortunately, I guess just with older dogs, that's what happens. He is a smaller breed. He's a Pomeranian and he's almost 13 years old. But if anyone else has a dog that has been diagnosed with a collapsing trachea, let me know what medications or supplements that you use. Maybe I can try it out for him as well. And I feel really bad. It's definitely a lot more under control now, but yeah, if you hear a little cough in the background, that's what it is. Anyways, so back to the fragrance. Like I mentioned in my last video, I have just rediscovered my love for fragrance. So I have been stalking the fragrance section, like at TJ Maxx and Marshalls especially, and let me tell you guys, I am in love with like 90% of all the things I got. More like 95. There are a couple things that I'm like, I probably could have gone without this. I am very excited for today's video because everything is less than $20. I have body mist, perfumes, I have perfume oils, some body care, and everything is just super sweet, edible, gourmand. That is what I've been loving right now. I guess because it's finally like a little bit more chilly here. I have just been loving anything with like caramel, warm vanilla. I've been loving spicier fragrances too. So that is definitely the theme for today's video. I'm gonna stop rambling and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I went into Burlington. I always kind of pop in there. That's one of my favorite stores actually, and I have one near me. I have been checking out their fragrance section. They do have, at least the one near me, they have a huge perfume selection. I really haven't bought very many perfumes there, but I have been checking out their body mist, and they have quite a few body mists from AEROPOSTALE. These are only $5.99 at Burlington. I picked up this one. This one is vanilla creme brulee. I like the fact that they put the scent notes here on the bottle too. So this is vanilla bean, amber crystal, and baked caramel. That sounds delicious. I was going through the checkout and I spotted this one. Oh my God, this is so warm and sweet. It really does remind me of like the top of the creme brulee because it has a little bit of like that toasted baked note to it. I mean, these are body mists, so they're not going to be like the strongest type of scent. I'm really picking up on the baked caramel and the toasted vanilla bean. It's just a very warm, comforting scent. It is sweet, but it's not overly sweet in my opinion. Like I definitely have some sweeter vanillas in my collection, but still overall very edible scent. And yeah, this would just be great for layering. I think it is very true to the name. Like I'm picking up on all those notes. It does have that amber crystal note, and I mean, to me, I don't really smell much of the amber. I do like an amber note in a fragrance, so that doesn't really bother me, but I don't know, for me personally, I'm not really picking up on that too much. Definitely more so on the baked caramel and the warm toasted vanilla. So this would make a great layering fragrance, and this is a really great price too for the fragrance mist. So another one that I ended up picking up, another AEROPOSTALE one. So I totally misjudged this based off like the packaging, even though right here it clearly says glazed maple latte. It has little donuts all over, so I was thinking this was a glazed donut scent. Totally my fault because I just wasn't reading the label, but this has notes of glazed donut, maple sugar, and cafe almond. So whenever I first sprayed this, just expecting a donut scent, I was a bit taken back because this really does have a strong coffee note. It does have that maple donut type of smell to it, but the coffee note is definitely there in the opening, and it kind of stays there throughout the dry down too. So if you're not really a fan of coffee scents, I don't think you're gonna like this one. I do. I love a good coffee scent. I love them for layering. And yeah, I think this is spot on again with the name glazed maple latte. That's exactly what it smells like. You're getting the strong coffee notes, but it also still kind of smells like a glazed maple donut because it is very syrupy, almost like, I don't know, kind of has this toasted note to it as well. You know, with donut scents, they have that heavy type of bready note. Like, I'm trying to think of other ones that I have. Like raspberry jam donut, you can really smell the donut note in there. This, I don't really get so much of that. It's more of like the glazed maple part and a hint of like a baked good type of scent. But mostly I'm smelling the coffee scents. So I think this would be good for layering purposes. That's usually how I like to use my coffee scents. But yeah, that was totally my fault. I was expecting a glazed donut type of scent. And yeah, this for sure smells more like coffee. And the last body mist that I grabbed from Burlington, the cap does not want to stay on this for some reason. But I had shared these on Instagram whenever I first spotted them. And I did receive a few messages from you guys that this did not really smell good. But even though I was told that, and I was kind of thinking that on my own too, like I had a feeling that this wasn't really gonna smell good, but I was just so intrigued. At Burlington, at least at mine, these are all taped shut, so you can't smell them at all. This is the Sugar Cookie Body Mist by Candies. I think these are newer too, so I'm kind of surprised that they're already in store. My Burlington had a ton, and I think these are also at either TJ Maxx and Marshall's too, because I've seen a few of them there also, and these were for $5.99. Yeah, you guys were totally right about this. I'm not getting sugar cookie from this. I don't even know what exactly I'm smelling. I don't know the scent notes on this. Maybe I should look that up because I am kind of curious, but it does not smell like a sugar cookie to me. I think I've tried some stuff from Candies before. I know I've spotted a few of their other scents in stores. Yeah, I don't really like this. They have this other one, Peppermint Twist. I haven't smelled that one either, but I don't know. I don't really go for a lot of peppermint scents. I have a couple in my collection and I feel like that's all I need. Like I don't need a ton of peppermint scents in my collection. So this one is described as an irresistible mist. Sugar cookie greets you with warm notes of toasted almond mixed with orange blossom, deep touches of whipped vanilla, caramel. I'm not getting any of that. It is sold out online. I think these are regular price, about $13. I'm not smelling the sugar cookie. I'm not smelling the toasted almond or the caramel. Maybe like a tiny bit of caramel, but I'm having to search for that note. It's not something that I smell immediately. And to be honest, it's really hard to even describe the scent. It just smells like this mixture of alcohol, maybe like a sweet vanilla sort of. It just comes off very artificial to me. Not really a fan of this one. Definitely should have listened to you guys and I could have gone without this one. I think that's probably my least favorite out of everything that I purchased. I'll just stick with the body mist. So I have one more that I found at TJ Maxx. This is from the brand The Good Scent. And actually a friend of mine on Instagram, she had found this and I messaged her asking where she found it, because it just sounded so good. I ended up finding it in stores. It was for $6.99. This is the Gooey Butter Cake. It has notes of gooey caramel, whipped pistachio, and vanilla cream. That sounds so delicious, and it literally smells like a butter cake. It has a heavy, heavy, warm butter note there in the opening. In the beginning, it throws me off just a little bit because anytime I smell a strong buttery note, I automatically think of popcorn. I don't even know why, because I wouldn't say this smells like popcorn, but that's just what I start thinking about. And yeah, it just smells more like a warm butter cake. And then after like a couple minutes, the buttery note kind of starts to dry down a bit and you get like the rich, gooey caramel. It's a really, really warm, sweet bakery scent. And that whipped pistachio note too. I've been obsessed with pistachio notes in fragrances. And this is kind of coming off like a pistachio cream. I'm trying to think of some desserts that would have like whipped pistachio, but yeah, for sure very creamy, like a little bit toasted. I think of like sticky, gooey caramel, which I think, yeah, the scent note is described as gooey caramel. And yeah, I mean, I do like this one. I haven't worn this one yet, so I'm curious to see how long this would last. I mean, like I said, these are body mists, so they're not going to always last the longest, but this would make a great layering scent with like the Sol de Janeiro, I think it's the number 71, the pistachio one. And overall, I just think this is pretty spot on for the name. Like gooey butter cake is the perfect description of this scent. And all the scent notes listed here, I'm getting all of that. So I know sometimes with these body mists, like it'll have all these delicious scent notes and then you go to smell it and it smells nothing like that. I think this one is very true to the name, but it just kind of depends, you know, because I think the butter note there in the beginning can be kind of hit or miss. But if you love the really, really sweet bakery fragrances, then look out for this one. I think I can't remember if I've seen this one in Marshalls too. I know sometimes TJ Maxx, Marshalls, they get all the same stuff. But yeah, I did find mine at TJ Maxx. So I have been checking out the fragrance section. There have been a few that I've been on the hunt for. So I'm going to get into one of my favorites. This is from True Fragrance. This one was going pretty viral on especially like TikTok and Instagram. I was seeing a lot of people share this one. This is the Praline and Pistachio perfume, and I could not wait to get my hands on this. This is at TJ Maxx for $17. I'm gonna pull up the scent notes. I think it has like a marshmallow note. Obviously, pistachio and praline is just really, really sweet. Okay, I did find a breakdown of the notes. So the top notes, you have caramel and coconut. Middle notes is marshmallow, pistachio, praline. In the base, you have honey, sandalwood, and vanilla latte macchiato. That is like the most delicious scent combination I've ever heard. That has so many of my favorite scent notes. I've been loving pistachio, marshmallow, caramel, like, oh my God. It is so delicious. This is living up to the hype, 100%. Like, this was worth the wait. This was worth the hunt. My friend actually ended up finding this one for me. And then, of course, like a week later after she found it, I spotted it at another TJ Maxx near me. I was tempted to get a second bottle, but I'm trying to calm down, all right? I don't need backups. I have so many other fragrances, but it was really hard to walk away from getting a second bottle because this smells so good. I know a lot of people were comparing it to the Sol de Janeiro number 71, and I totally agree. It definitely smells similar to that, but this is like the perfume version, and it's a little bit more creamy too. Like, it has this fluffy creaminess about it. I think it's because of the marshmallow, but this is warm and sweet. I mean, I'm getting all of the fragrance notes in there. Like, as soon as you spray it, you're getting more of the praline. Like, it has that nutty gourmand feel to it, and then as it dries down, it does get even sweeter, but it almost turns into like a pistachio vanilla cookie scent. If you are a gourmand lover, I think you are going to love this. Just the caramel there and the dry down is just so good. Even though it is that vanilla latte, what is it? Yeah, a vanilla latte macchiato. It doesn't really smell too much like coffee or anything like that, in my opinion. I get more of like a cookie note there in the dry down. This has to be one of my top favorite recent purchases. Like, I am so happy to have this in my collection. I almost want to say this smells better than the Sol de Janeiro number 71. They would pair really well together, but if I had to compare the two, I think I would go for this one. This just smells delicious. So I'm so happy that I got my hands on that one. And along with that, another True fragrance that I finally got to try is the Vanilla Potion. I totally missed the wave on this perfume. Like, this was going viral and I totally missed out on it. By the time I heard about it, it was already gone. It wasn't even in stores anymore. But now recently, I guess they brought it back because I have been seeing this everywhere, and I found this one at Marshalls for $16.99. Again, I think this is 100 ml. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and it's the same brand that makes the pistachio and praline. So Vanilla Potion, this is, it's like a sweet vanilla, but there's definitely a little bit more to it. Like, I'm getting some woody notes. Kind of makes me think of sandalwood maybe. I'm gonna look up the fragrance notes because I don't think I've ever looked them up for this one. Okay, so this one is on Fragrantica. It has notes of vanilla, vanilla orchid, bergamot, driftwood, musk, and freesia. I always mispronounce that. I always mispronounce so many words, but Vanilla Potion, it's a sweet vanilla, but it's not totally gourmand. Like, it's definitely not nearly as sweet as this one, but it is a very special vanilla in my opinion because this like smells expensive. I guess it's the driftwood, but it just makes you think of like sandalwood. It's this soft combination of vanilla, like the vanilla is there, but it's just blended in with like kind of musky, kind of powdery, woody scent. I think this smells really good. Maybe it's like the florals in there kind of calming it down a bit, but it's not as sweet as I was expecting it to be, but not in a bad way. Like, this smells great in my opinion. It smells a little bit more of like an expensive vanilla. And if you don't like anything too sweet, but you do appreciate like a little vanilla here and there, then I think this is the way to go. It smells really good. Now that it's a little bit more colder outside, this is a perfect kind of comforting vanilla scent. It just kind of reminds me of like cashmere blankets for some reason though. Yeah, there's not a cashmere note, I don't think, right? Yeah, no, there's not. Maybe it's the musk. I'm not sure, but it just makes me think of like a cozy cashmere robe, cashmere blanket, just very warm. And I don't know, it's just one of those scents that someone would smell you and they'd be like, you just smell so good. It's a very effortless scent that I think a lot of people would enjoy. So I'm excited to wear this one a bit more, and I'm very happy that I was able to get it because I heard about it way too late and I was like, wow, I should have grabbed it, because I think I spotted it one time in store, but I didn't know anything about it and I ended up passing it up. And you know, like at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, if you don't get something as soon as you see it, it's more than likely going to be gone the next time you go. But I did find another vanilla perfume. This was on my wish list. I was hoping I was going to find this, and this is from the brand Sand and Fog. I didn't even know that they made perfume oils or really other fragrances. I more so knew them for like room sprays, home fragrance, candles, things like that, but they actually do have a perfume line, and this one is in white vanilla. I found this one at Marshall's for $13. So this is a perfume oil. It's a little roller ball, which I usually don't like roller balls, but I've been kind of getting into perfume oils lately. I don't know what it is, but I want a whole collection of perfume oils. Like, I've really been into that lately, especially for layering, and this is so sweet. This is vanilla cookies. I wish I had the scent notes for this, because there is a Sand and Fog website where they do sell some of the perfume oils, but this one is no longer on the website. But they do have a candle called white vanilla, and I'm curious if these are supposed to be the same scent. It says it has top notes of whipped cream, middle notes of vanilla rose and clove, base notes of cotton candy and tonka bean. I personally don't get like rose and clove. I don't really smell that. I don't really pick up on florals or any type of spice. Nothing like that. It just smells like pure straight up vanilla, almost like vanilla extract, but in a baked cookie type of way. It just reminds me of cookies for some reason. I could maybe see cotton candy. Now that it's drying down, I get this kind of spun sugar note. Very, very pleasant scent. I really like this one. Again, for layering purposes, I love having these perfume oils, and honestly, I don't even mind that it's in a roller ball. So I actually did find another Sand and Fog perfume oil. I've been missing out. There's one that I'm now on the hunt for, and I'm so upset because I did see it in store at one point and I passed it up not knowing anything about it. It's the, let me find it. I think it's called Vanilla Musk. Apparently that is a dupe for Madagascar Vanilla by Nest. And now knowing that, I really, really want to get this oil because I've been wanting the Madagascar Vanilla, but I don't know. I haven't bought it yet because it is kind of expensive. And these are, you know, $13 at TJ Maxx. So I'm hoping I'm going to find it again. Sometimes you can find these in the candle section. I guess they kind of get mixed up there. So if you happen to go into TJ Maxx or Marshalls, definitely check out the candle aisle because you might find them there. This one I actually just grabbed last night. Ended up going to TJ Maxx kind of late. I had no idea because right now, I guess the holiday season, they're open a bit later and they're open till like 11 p.m. So I went to TJ Maxx late last night and I ended up finding this one in the candle section. This is another perfume oil. This one was for $14.99. I was smelling this one in store and I was like, this kind of smells like Baccarat. Like, it's giving me a Baccarat vibe. And I know there's a million Baccarat similar perfumes, so many dupes out there at this point. So I just looked this up on their website, and even on their description of jasmine and cedarwood, it doesn't give a breakdown of all the fragrance notes. It says if you love Baccarat Rouge, you will love this. So it definitely smells like Baccarat Rouge, but almost, I don't know, like it's a little bit creamier, maybe a little bit more woody and less sweet, but I don't know, sometimes, because I have tried a few Baccarat Rouge dupes, and sometimes that scent profile, I don't know if I've just smelled it so much or what, but it can kind of give me a headache. I end up getting tired of that scent for some reason. I don't know, it's one of those scents I have to be in the mood for, but this one is more wearable. Like, it's a little bit more toned down, but you definitely get that similar vibe, and I think it smells really good. Surprisingly, this was pretty long lasting because after I got home, I ended up trying it out on my wrist just to kind of get a feel for it, and I could still smell it in the morning. But yeah, who knew? I had no idea that Sand and Fog made these perfume oils. They even have some that look so similar to the Nest ones, like they're actually in a little dropper bottle. I haven't seen those in stores at all, but now I'm definitely going to be on the lookout. And it seems like they have a lot of dupes for other high-end fragrances. Another perfume that I kind of stumbled across, this one is from the Good Scent also, so the same brand that made the fragrance mist. They also make perfumes, and I love how they give a little description of the scent here on the bottle. So this one is called Manifest Your Future. I found it at TJ Maxx for $15. And let me tell you guys, this took me for a spin. Like, it was ups and downs with this perfume. So I had seen this perfume so many times at TJ Maxx and I just went past it, never bothered to pick it up and smell it. But one day, whenever I was in there, I could tell. I try not to do this. I'll smell like the cap. I'm not gonna lie. I'll go like try to smell it. But there's a bottle where it was literally like sprayed down to here. Like, a lot of people had been testing it. So I just quickly got a little sniff from the cap and immediately I was like, this smells like vanilla cookies. It was so warm and sweet. So I checked back here on the bottle, like where the notes are. Top notes of candy apple and spiced pear. Middle notes of caramel sugar, sage leaf. And the base you have coconut milk and vanilla cookie. I was like, yeah, this 100% smells like vanilla cookie. So I grabbed another bottle. I picked this one up and as soon as I got into the car, I sprayed it on my skin. And it smelled absolutely nothing like vanilla cookie to me. And I was really confused because it smelled nothing like how it did in the cap. So whenever I first spray this, I think it's maybe the spiced pear. Like, it does kind of smell more like an apple pie. But the spiced pear note, at least for me in the opening, it smells awful. I'm not gonna lie. It smells really bad. Actually, I'm gonna try it out again because I've tried it out, I think, like 3 times now just to see. Yeah, in the opening, at least on my skin, it's so bad. I really, really don't like this whenever I first spray it. I think it's a mix of maybe the spiced pear and the sage leaf. I was immediately turned off whenever I first sprayed it. And about like maybe 2 to 5 minutes later, I went back to smell it again. And that's when I was starting to get the caramel, the vanilla cookie, like that bakery type of scent that I smelled before. So for this perfume, at least on me, with my body chemistry, I have to let this dry down completely and then it starts smelling good. Like, that's how it smelled in the cap whenever I first smelled it. It smells so good in the cap, but that opening on my skin, like, oof. So I gotta be patient with this one. And I was debating, like, do I even want to keep this? Because do I want to go through that smell every time that I spray it? But it smells so good in the dry down. It has this apple pie kind of scent to it mixed with vanilla cookie. It's just so sweet and warm. I think it's a great scent. Like, it's already smelling better. It's starting to come through. That pear kind of spicy note there is already kind of going away. And I did end up looking into it after I got it. And I've seen quite a few people now talk about this one. So I think it's been around for a bit, but I don't know. I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, now it smells good. Now it smells like vanilla cookies, which I love. So I'm curious if anybody had the same experience with this perfume. Let me know your thoughts if you had a similar experience or if it just smells really good to you. But I like it enough in the dry down that I decided I'm gonna keep it, especially for the price. It's a pretty good price for a perfume. So another one that I ended up finding, this is by Alt Fragrance. I've always wanted to try their perfumes. I just never got around to ordering them online, but now they're starting to pop up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So I got this bottle. It's a 60 ml bottle for $20 at TJ Maxx. And this is the scent Crystal Smash. So this is actually a blend of Baccarat Rouge and Lost Cherry. It even has a breakdown of the notes here. They are so tiny here on the back. I'll just go ahead and write the notes here because I'm gonna have to look these up online because some of the back part of the label is rubbed off. I've been loving cherry scents recently, and I actually do have a few dupes of both Baccarat and Lost Cherry, so I could have just layered them together, but I just like the idea of having it all in one. And this right here is a perfect holiday, fall, winter scent. Like, this is a cold weather scent. That's what it reminds me of. It is sweet, dark cherry, almost like a little bit boozy, kind of woody, like the perfect date night scent. I love this one. I don't know about the longevity just yet because I haven't worn it, but I mean, it smells pretty strong and I think it's pretty spot on. Like, it has that Baccarat Rouge feel, but with a heavy cherry note. Very syrupy, dark cherry. So in comparison to other dupes that I have tried, I think this is pretty spot on. I mean, I don't think it's totally necessary, especially if you have something similar to both or if you have the originals. But I mean, I was just curious and I like the idea of having them both just in one bottle. And actually another Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupe that I found is this one from MIIC. So if you guys don't know, MIIC, I mean, it's been popping up for a little while at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They dupe a lot of other high-end fragrances as well. And they actually have hair and body oils. And they're pretty affordable too. These are $6.99. I got mine at TJ Maxx. And this one is the number 79, the one similar to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. And I just love the idea, for one, of a body oil, because I love perfume oils, but something to add into your hair too, like that just, oh my God, that sounds amazing. I'm actually gonna get a little bit of this oil right now. I love the little dropper on this too. It's nice. Should I put a little in my hair right now? Why not? Oh my God, that smells so good. It doesn't really feel too heavy, but I personally, I wouldn't add a ton. Maybe just like a drop or two, because I don't want my hair to feel too oily. But ooh, that smells really good. It really does remind me of Lost Cherry. It's not too heavy of a scent, but this would just be nice in your hair, you know, when someone comes in for a hug or just gives a little whiff of your hair. I've been wanting more hair perfumes and stuff, so this is perfect. And now I want to go hunting for even more of their oils, especially for the price. Like, that's a really good price, especially for this size of bottle. It's a 4-ounce bottle. I'm pretty sure they have almost all of their perfumes also in the hair and body oil. So they have the strawberry milk one that I really want to find. They also have one that's similar to the Sol de Janeiro. I've been trying to find them. I don't know if it's just near me. Maybe they're selling out quick, but it's been very hard to find these. I actually found mine in the skincare aisle, like with all the facial serums. So I would check out the skincare aisle and also the body care section for these. This was another one of my favorite finds because it's made my hair smell really good. I think everything else that I got here is all body care stuff. So I picked up a couple of the Philosophy body washes. I kind of took a break from buying these because I already had a few, and sometimes the name of some of these body washes does not match with how it actually smells, because there was one that was kind of open in the store, so I was able to smell it, and oh my God, you guys, this smells so good. This is cinnamon sugared apples. I've been loving, you know, like the spicier scents, like with cinnamon, sugar, anything like that, I've been really into. And this smells like, it kind of smells like apple pie, or like an apple crumble, something like that. This smells good. This smells like a bakery, something edible. I would say it's pretty spot on. Like, it smells like cinnamon sugared apples with like a cookie or a crumble, kind of like bakery notes somewhere in there. So this one I found at Marshall's for $10.99. These are pretty pricey body washes, I'm not gonna lie, but it is the best deal to at least get them like at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. So I grabbed that one like a week ago, and then this one I just found last night at TJ Maxx, and yeah, they're $10.99 there as well. This one is the cinnamon buns. Ooh, this one smells really good too. It does have like that body wash kind of scent, like that soapy scent, but not too much. It really does kind of resemble kind of a cinnamon roll scent. This one smells really good too. For sure, out of the two though, this one is a lot stronger. Like this, you can really smell the cinnamon. It's just really warm and sweet. And this one is a little bit on the lighter side, more like light, kind of sugary. Not as heavy on the cinnamon as you would think, but I think it still smells really good. So I really like those both. I'm trying to chill now. Like, I don't need a ton of these. And sometimes they have some that sound so good, but they're in the giant bottles. And I can't bring myself to buy those because it would take forever to go through. So another body wash that I grabbed, I need to chill on the body washes, but I can't help it. These all sound so good. And this one, the packaging, I'm not gonna lie, caught my attention first. So this one I found at Marshall's. It was marked down to $4. It's from the brand Skinny Dip, and this is the Juicy Acai and Blueberry Shower Gel. And this is super fruity, kind of reminds me of gummy bears. Like blueberry flavored gummy bears. I really like this one. A little bit out of season. I'm into more of like the warmer baked goods kind of scent, especially in body care. And this is very, very fruity sweet. This one still smells good. And especially for $4, I felt like I couldn't pass that one up. So I grabbed that one. And then the last body wash that I grabbed, again, I was suckered in by the packaging, but this is from the CREME shop. And this one I found at TJ Maxx for $8. This is the Strawberry Oat Milk Body Cleanser. And the CREME shop has the cutest packaging ever. Like, it looks like a little milk carton. And I just loved it. I love the packaging. I love strawberry scents. And this smells like strawberry candy, like maybe like strawberry starburst. It is like more of that artificial strawberry scent. I wouldn't really say it smells like strawberry oat milk. Like, it doesn't have that lactonic type of scent to it. Smells more of like a candy to me, very sugary, but this is just too adorable. I really wanted to have that one. So that was the last body wash that I grabbed. And another Creme Shop product that I grabbed is this hand cream. I love their hand creams for some reason. They're so cute. I grab a lot of the like Hello Kitty ones, but this one is in Marshmallow Fluff. It's with shea butter and vitamin E. This one I found at Marshall's for $5, and oh my god. The camera is probably washing out the color here. Can you kind of see there the packaging? It's adorable. Very cute. I love marshmallow scents, and I did already try this one because I was curious, because sometimes these hand creams and stuff, like, they'll be named like birthday cake or something and it smells nothing like birthday cake. But this actually does kind of smell like marshmallow. It's nothing too heavy, like it's not a very strong scent, but it does have that marshmallow type of scent to it. So I just thought it was really cute, and I actually do like the formula of their hand creams. They're pretty nice. I love having these for my purse. To be honest, I mainly just like the packaging. So that is all the stuff that I got from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, a little Burlington here and there. So now I just want to go to like TJ Maxx and Marshalls every day to check out their perfume section. If you guys have picked up any perfumes from there recently, let me know your favorites, or any body mist, any body care. I feel like now they're starting to get some more stuff in. For a while, there wasn't really much in the body care section, so I kind of forgot about it, and I wasn't checking there as often. Like, there was a few other things that caught my eye that I just had to leave behind because I was like, I need to calm down, okay? But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it if you stuck around to the end. Thank you so much. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, so I'll have my links down below. I'm trying to be more active on there. I'm pretty active on TikTok, but I do a little bit of different content over there. I think that's it for today's video. Have a lot of new fragrances to try out, and I'm working on a new layering video. I want to do a festive layering video and trying to use up some of the newer body care that I just got from Bath & Body Works. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm sure this video is super long like usual, so if you guys stick around to the end, I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!